For those who are incarcerated, education is a key means of rehabilitation with the goal of decreasing recidivism. According to the Vera Institute for Justice, that's working. Their study on prison education programs shows 43% of former inmates are more likely to remain law-abiding once released if they're involved in these types of programs. Well, across the river in New Jersey, Monmouth University and the state's Department of Corrections have teamed up to bring together not only the prison communities, but students from traditional academic communities to engage in a new type of educational exchange. As a part of our Chasing the Dream initiative on poverty and opportunity in America, we're going inside this program that's providing lessons in lockup for both inmates and students alike. Joining me now with an insider's view, Monmouth University Director of Sociology, Professor Johanna Foster, and Elizabeth Carmines, a senior who actually participated in the program. Welcome to both of you.
Thanks, Jay.
Thank you.
So, Johanna, let me ask you to give us a sense of context here and talk a little bit about this concept that's been described as the school-to-prison pipeline.
Sure. So what we mean by the school-to-prison pipeline is really a set of institutional practices and policies that target, label, and criminalize disproportionately students of color and push those students away from educational institutions, away from mental health, counseling services, and into custody, whether it's the juvenile facilities or later the adult prisons.
You then had decided, along with some other folks at Monmouth, that we had an idea, if you would, something to deal with that could bring Monmouth students into the picture, invest them with an involvement in this. How did this idea evolve?
Well, my colleague Eleanor Novak in communication and we'd been doing prison work for about 15 years or so, but we had never had the opportunity to bring Monmouth University students inside the correctional setting. And what we really wanted to do was to create a shared space where, as you said, students from traditional academic communities and prison communities could have the opportunity to humanize each other and really begin a conversation where we could break down stereotypes that both groups may hold about one another. And so we felt that the academic exchange program was a good place to start.
Elizabeth, what was your first reaction when you heard about this?
I was a little confused at first, honestly, because the idea of having a class in a prison was something I'd never heard of before.
And I should say Monmouth University has this magnificently beautiful campus.
Yes.
So you're going dramatically from one class location to, I've been in the Trenton prison. It's high security, it's a frightening place. So your first thought was,
Yes. So I had never had any experience with prisons. I had never done a tour or anything. And so when I heard about it, I wasn't really sure, but I thought I really was interested in learning about the topic. So I wanted to give it a try. And once we did the first tour of a more local prison, it became clear that I wanted to do the class inside because I just really wanted to know more and I wanted the opportunity to meet with the people who live inside the facilities.
So how was the program then going to be structured?
Sure. So once a week, for 2 hours a week, we took 8 Monmouth University students inside the prison to study with 11 students inside, 2 faculty members. And the faculty members set forth the curriculum in broad strokes. We knew that we wanted to talk about the school-to-prison pipeline and give both groups the opportunity to share their lived experiences and to examine together a curriculum. But from there, it was a participatory learning model. So students really took the lead in deciding what they wanted to study and bring back to the community.
So it's one thing to say to yourself, in the abstract, I'm going to go into a prison environment and I'm going to interact with prison inmates. First time you walked in the door, and I remember I've talked to people about this when I was a prosecutor, first time I walked into that prison and the door slammed behind me, and I knew I'm a prosecutor, I can leave whenever I want. It was still a very sort of troubling moment. What was your reaction the first time you walked in?
Well, the first time I walked in, it was honestly a little frightening, especially because it is a maximum security prison. So getting through security itself was pretty in-depth, and there were so many rules and regulations about what we could wear and what we could bring in, and just going through that process and being with the officers, it did feel frightening how we had to wait for the buzzer so that we could go through the next door and then show our IDs and go through the next door. And, you know, it just feels like you're locked inside this institution. And so it was definitely tough to get used to the first few times we went inside.
So when you would get there, what would the actual interaction be between the students and the faculty members and the inmates?
So we would go in the classroom, and the outside students, we would get there first, and then we would just wait until our inside classmates got inside, and we would sit in a big circle, and we would put one inside student and then one outside student. So we sat next to each other.
And that's the way you referred to them? An inside
that's right.
student
Yes.
and an outside, not
Right.
as an inmate?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, so we were all students.
Can I ask one question? Why is that important? Why do you, Johanna, let me say, why do you think that
Sure.
was important to use those designations?
Well, one of the things that incarcerated folks deal with in our society and elsewhere is the stigma of being incarcerated. And so one of the things that the students on the inside really wanted the students on the outside and in the community to know is that they're more than just the mistake that they made that got them into that facility.
So wonderful program, Johanna. Thank you for spending some time with us. Elizabeth, thank you. Good luck for you. You just graduated and you're heading out to the Peace Corps. So you are indeed someone that Monmouth University can be very proud of.
Thank you.
Agreed.
Thanks for joining us. You both be well.
Thank you.